Hello, this is Natalia and welcome to another Fabulous Friday design. This week I'm going to be showing you how to make this fabulous noodle bead pendant necklace using the gorgeous frosted crackled agate in this gorgeous tangerine colour. So what will you need for this project? Well, first of all you're going to need a strand of the 12mm frosted crackled agate in the tangerine colour. And you're also going to need a strand of the 6mm in the same frosted agate colour. You're going to need 6 of our gold noodle beads, and you're going to need a trigger clasp, some crimps, crimp covers and a loop. We're also using some beading wire and also some 0.6 copper coloured wire. To make the pendant for the centre of this necklace, I'm going to use some of this 0.6mm copper wire, and I'm just going to trim off about 3/4 of a metre of it. And you can see that the wire's a little bit kinked, so I'll just use my fingers to straighten it. And then the first manoeuvre with the wire is to place a noodle bead on either end of the wire. And the noodle bead is wide enough to pass through the 6mm wire here. Just always make sure that the end is really straight so that the noodle bead can go on much more easily. So make sure that the end of the wire is straight enough for the noodle bead to pass through the wire quite easily. And if you need to, you can use a pair of chain nose pliers just to ease the wire through. So make sure that you've got equal amounts of wire on either end of the noodle beads and slide them to the centre of the wire. And then you're just going to bend the wire upwards and take both the pieces of wire together at the top and just give the wire a couple of twists just to secure that in place. Now you might want to just undo the wire slightly because you don't want to have lots of wire left at the top, and then you're going to just straighten your wire again, and we're going to add another couple of noodle beads to either end of the wire. Then once you have your 2 noodle beads on, you're going to put some of your 6mm beads onto the wire. So I'm going to put 2 of these on either end. So I'm just threading those on, and then once I have them on, I'm going to take the wires together again so that they meet at the top, and again I'm just going to gently twist them a couple of times so that the wires are connected like we did previously at the other end. And I don't want lots of wire at the top. It's really important that that doesn't happen, so you may need to just undo your wires and just straighten them again, and then take your wires around again, and you're going to add a 3rd noodle bead on the left and the right hand side of the wires. Your pendant should now look like this, and we're going to add 3 more beads to each end of the wire. Once you have your 3 beads in place on either side, you're just going to take the wires back up towards one another, and then you're going to pinch them together and just twist them a couple of times so that they are then secure, and you have your basis of your pendant in place. And then you can maneuver your noodle beads around and just get it into position. And then the top of the wire, what we're going to do with this is take some round nose pliers, and I'm just going to very gently just twist the wire again, and then I'm going to pull both wires up together, turn the wires to a right angle and bend them back over the top of my pliers. And then I'm going to take the wires around and wrap them around the neck of the excess wire like that, so that creates a bail for my pendant. taking some flush cutters, I'm going to just trim off the 2 excess wires and use some chain nose pliers just to gently push those 2 little pieces of wire down into the neck of this bail so that they're nice and secure. And then just adjust my pendant until I'm happy with how it looks, and then that's ready to thread onto my beading wire. So I'm going to take 3/4 meter of the beading wire and thread my pendant on first. So then that sits in the center of my necklace. And the pattern that I'm using for this frosted agate is I'm putting 2 of the larger agates onto either side of my pendant. And then with my 6mm agates I'm putting 3, so that's the kind of pattern, the rhythm of the necklace that I'm creating. And then you just keep adding those until you have the desired length for your necklace. So 3 of the 6mm and 2 of the 12mm. Then to finish my necklace I added a crimp and I attached a necklace clasp and a ring on the other side, and then I just put crimp covers over the crimps just to secure it and to give it a really nice finished detail. So I hope you'll agree that looks like summer in a necklace, but also it's an interesting way of using the noodle beads yet again to create your own pendant, and also it accompanies these crackled agates absolutely fabulously and makes use of this beautiful tangerine orange colour that is so fashionable in 2015. I hope you've enjoyed this project. To get hold of the materials to make this, take a look at the links in the details below this video, and also visit our website at beadhouse.co.uk for lots more jewellery making techniques, components and inspiration.